Someone asked me, because they heard the song on the verse that I did on the Chance record, they was asking me, where did you fit in the picture of my love life? Like, where did you come about? Because they're like, oh, whoa.
From ruling the rap world to ruling the headlines, Nicki Minaj is no stranger to the spotlight. But this time, it's not about chart-topping hits or record-breaking music videos. No, this time, the Queen of Rap finds herself tangled in a real-life drama that's more intense than any verse she's ever spat.
Hurry up, let's do the bottom, y'all. All right, you guys. Yes, that's what happened. It was so hot. And we had a new makeup artist today. And you know when the makeup is wet, you can't touch it with a sponge?
At the center of this storm is none other than her husband, Kenneth Zoo Petty, a man whose past reads like the plot of a true crime documentary. From a convicted sex offense to a manslaughter case, Petty's rap sheet has always been the shadow looming over Nicki's glittering career. But is this dark past threatening to destroy their marriage today?
And back then we had regular phones, not cell phones, right? But I think we probably did have, I don't know, we had beepers. But so I never usually answer my phone. I don't even be home.
Whispers of cheating, drug use, betrayal, and a marriage on the brink. What's really going on behind the closed doors of the Minaj-Petty mansion? Buckle up, grab that popcorn, and stay tuned as we peel back the layers of this tangled celebrity web.
Friend is over there. The phone rings. Ring, ring, ring. I pick up the fucking phone. It's Kenneth.
This is the truth about Kenneth and Nicki Minaj's trouble, and why the media can't stop talking about them. Let's start from the very beginning, shall we? Onika Tanya Maraj Petty, known to the world as Nicki Minaj, is the Trinidadian-born rap sensation who carved her way to the top of the music industry. Known for her bold lyrics, unmatched flow, and fearless persona, Nicki has ruled the charts since her mixtape days in the late 2000s.
In there with boyfriend sitting right in front of me and you on the phone, and I know boyfriend could hear his voice through the phone. So I'm like, hello? He's like, yo, nigga. I'm like, I literally just didn't know what to say.
From Playtime Is Over to Pink Friday, Nicki's rise to fame was unstoppable. She went from being a struggling waitress at Red Lobster, yes, she got fired for being discourteous, to one of the highest-selling female rappers of all time. But as her career soared, her personal life attracted just as much attention. And when she reconnected with an old flame from high school, no one could have predicted the storm that was about to come.
Saying, who that? Who that? I'm like, And then, boyfriend takes the phone. And this was the iconic conversation of my life.
Kenneth Zoo Petty, a name that's been on the lips of gossip bloggers and legal analysts alike. At 46 years old, Petty isn't your average celebrity husband. His past is steeped in controversy, crime, and courtrooms. His first major run-in with the law happened back in April 1995, when he was convicted of attempting to rape a 16-year-old girl, a crime for which he served nearly 4 years behind bars.
What? I said be nice. Shh. We're not saying beat the shit out of people. Oh, you know what? That was my first love, babe, and you need to stop. So that was a couple years into the relationship. That's why I was clarifying.
But that was just the beginning. Petty's rap sheet grew even darker when he was later convicted of manslaughter in the shooting death of Lamont Robinson. Though sentenced to 10 years, he served 7 before being released. More recently, Petty faced legal trouble for failing to register as a sex offender in California, a serious offense that landed him under house arrest with a $55,000 fine and 3 years of probation.
And I forgot. I think so. I guess I was like 17, 18, because I do think that I was on my last year at school, and when you saw me at the bus stop sweating me. But then,
with this kind of record, fans were left stunned. Why would Nicki, who could have had anyone, choose him? But love, they say, is blind. Nicki and Kenneth's story didn't begin in the glitz of Hollywood or at an exclusive after-party. Their relationship traces back to their teenage years in Queens, New York. High school sweethearts who lost touch.
Just took completely different turns. I was like, we got into it too. And then, But
only to reconnect decades later in 2018. Suddenly, they were inseparable, posting intimate moments on Instagram, appearing in her music videos like Megatron and Hot Girl Summer, and traveling the world together. Fans watched with curiosity and sometimes concern as Nicki flaunted her romance with a man whose past refused to stay buried.
He did some stuff that he shouldn't have did. Gangs, come here. Gangs, what? Let me tell you what.
In October 2019, the speculation turned to confirmation. Nicki Minaj posted her marital status, officially becoming Onika Tanya Maraj Petty. The internet exploded. A year later, Nicki debuted her baby bump, and by September 2020, she gave birth to their son, affectionately known as Papa Bear. Fans speculated his real name might be Jacob, after Nicki accidentally let the name slip during an Instagram live session. But behind the glamorous family photos and heartfelt posts, cracks began to form.
What happened? TT, I know. Gangs, listen. Why me and TT was arguing the other day? No, Zoo and TT was trying to argue. Me and TT talking about if you asked.
Nicki's critics, especially daytime talk queen Wendy Williams, blasted the marriage. Wendy famously scoffed on air. "He's a killer, he's a sex offender. Congratulations, Nicki." The words stung, but Nicki defended her man, insisting love outweighed his past mistakes. Yet something felt off.
They would have known that's my piece, like that. Like I was his piece. Was not in a relationship with homeboy down the block.
In early 2021, rumors swirled that Nicki wanted out. She publicly stated she was stepping back from the relationship to focus on work and personal growth. But insiders whispered a different tale. A tale of betrayal that was too juicy to ignore. Enter February 2023, the month the rumor mill went into overdrive. A notorious blind item dropped online claiming Kenneth Petty had been secretly inviting strippers into their mansion while Nicki was away at Carnival in Trinidad. Sources close to the couple spilled that Petty, unable to leave the country due to his probation, took advantage of Nicki's absence to throw private parties at their home. Parties that included exotic dancers and allegedly more.
You gotta fight for a... No, I was not. No, I was not. I was... You know what? Gangs, why he always been so a little...
The bombshells didn't stop there. Kenneth's ex-girlfriend, known in the industry as Redbone Noe, jumped into the fray. She claimed Petty never loved Nicki. He was only using her for fame and fortune, trying to escape his financial and legal woes by clinging to her wealth. Her exact words? "He's playing her, just like he played everyone else." Fans were left shocked. Could the man who promised Nicki forever really be betraying her in the worst possible way? But wait, the story thickens.
Jazzy, how many more questions you got?
Jazzy, how many more questions you got? Jazzy, how many more questions you got?
I only got one more.
What's your last question?
Can you please share some words of motivation to everyone watching my show?
No.
Some sources suggest the breakup wasn't triggered by Petty's wandering eye, but by Nicki herself. Or rather, her rumoured battle with addiction. Nicki has openly spoken about her past with prescription drugs, specifically Percocet. What started as pain relief for menstrual cramps spiraled into dependency. She admitted she almost lost control, much like her father, who struggled with alcoholism and drug use. She told Vogue how childhood memories of her father's destructive addiction haunted her. "He sold our video games for crack. He burned the house down in a rage." Did her struggle resurface, pushing Petty away? Or was this the excuse he needed to leave?
I will share some for you personally.
All right.
What you're doing now doesn't define who you are. Everything you do when the cameras are off, that's what defines you.
To this day, neither Nicki nor Kenneth has directly addressed these cheating claims, or the whispers about drug use. Their silence has only fueled speculation. Some insiders say Nicki discovered incriminating texts and receipts linking Petty to escorts. Others insist Kenneth was the one who wanted out, claiming Nicki's behaviour was erratic behind closed doors. And then there's the mysterious lawsuit filed by Petty's rape victim, Jennifer Huff. She alleged that both Petty and Nicki harassed and intimidated her into silence. The lawsuit was settled, but it left a permanent stain on their public image.
You have to be just as great on the camera as you are off the camera and vice versa. That means that if you have a good day like today,
Is this why Nicki started pulling away? Is the legal drama too much for her to handle? Kenneth's problems didn't stop at home. In 2022, he was sentenced to probation and house arrest for failing to register as a sex offender, a serious federal offence. The court warned him of stricter consequences if he slipped up again. Meanwhile, whispers from the neighbourhood claim Kenneth has been living it up while Nicki's away, throwing loud parties, breaking curfew, and attracting unwanted attention from law enforcement. Could these reckless choices be the final straw?
someone, don't let this make or break you. How you treat your family and your friends and other people off the camera, that's just as...
While her marriage falters, Nicki has been shifting gears professionally. Her recent music shows a rawer, more introspective tone. Songs like Red Ruby Da Sleaze and her long-awaited Pink Friday 2 album hint at betrayal, mistrust, and personal pain. Was she writing about Kenneth? Fans think so. Lyrics referencing snakes and hidden enemies feel a little too close to home.
important. Now, if something don't happen the way you want it to happen in your career, you do not go and cry and pout and think it's the end of the world.
Let's not forget the damage control. Nicki's team has worked overtime to keep the public narrative positive, posting happy family pics, smiling selfies, and supportive captions. But the cracks are obvious. Paparazzi photos show Nicki looking tired, distant, even upset. Then there's Kenneth's absence at major events. He was noticeably missing from the 2023 MTV VMAs and the Met Gala. Was this a conscious choice? Or was he banned from leaving home because of his probation? The plot thickens. So what's next for the Petties?
Yellow.
Yeah.
Is that Wayne?
Hey, baby.
Why you did this? Don't make me cry. Hi, honey. Hi, how are you?
Some sources claim Nicki has already filed for legal separation behind the scenes. Others believe they're staying together for the sake of their son, Papa Bear. But one thing's certain, the public eye won't stop watching. Nicki's fans, her beloved Barbs, are divided. Some want her to break free from Kenneth's shadow once and for all. Others believe true love can conquer even the darkest past. But with cheating scandals, addiction rumours, and a criminal record that refuses to die, is this marriage already doomed?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm fine. Do you know how much I love you? Do you know that you... Do you know... What? Get off my phone. Get off my phone. Get off the phone.
Let's not forget the chilling undertone of this entire saga. A convicted killer. A rap sheet filled with violence. A celebrity trapped in a love story that feels more like a crime thriller than a romance. Is Nicki Minaj living in a dangerous fairy tale? Or is she fully aware, playing the ultimate game of public image and damage control? Why has no police investigation been launched into these wild house party rumours? Why has neither side addressed the elephant in the room? The silence is deafening and dangerous. What secrets lie behind the gates of the Petty estate? One thing is clear, the Nicki Kenneth saga is far from over.
Would pick an aisle.
Well, if you have to go to the bathroom, you don't have to crawl across people to go. That's the idea.
I don't go fly in those kind of planes.
Will the queen of rap cut ties and start fresh? Or will she double down, choosing loyalty over logic? What do you think is the real reason behind their troubles? Is it Kenneth's cheating, Nicki's addiction battle, or something else entirely? Something we don't even know yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exclusive, behind-the-scenes celebrity gossip and shocking revelations. The drama isn't over, and you won't want to miss what happens next. See you in the next one.